Hey everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. I'm back again with a video about new fragrance releases for 2024. I made a video not too long ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, talking about new releases, and since then there have been so many new perfumes announced to be released in 2024. And so I've chosen to mention 22 new perfumes. It could be the case that some of these are already released. It depends where you live. But I'll be talking about 22 today, a mix of niche, designer, affordable scents. And also, as usual, I will leave my top 3 scents that I'm looking forward to the most to the very end of the video. So let's just begin with the first new release from the House of Guerlain. It's a flanker of La Petite Robe Noire. It's called Rose Noire. This one has some notes of Blackberry Accord, Damask Rose Absolute, Licorice, Black Tea Accord, Leather Accord, and Tonka. And so, honestly, when it comes to this La Petite Robe Noire collection, they're more recent releases. I think have been kind of redundant. They're not bad releases, bad scents, they don't smell bad, but it kind of feels like a little bit of the same kind of thing. But anyways, Rose Noire is the new release from the house. My favorite from this collection is probably the intense version in the blue ombre bottle, and I also really enjoy the original La Petite Robe Noire as well. Next up, we have another flanker of My Way from the House of Armani, a My Way Nectar. This one has notes of Orange Blossom, Pear Accord, Tuberose Absolute, Jasminum, Grandiflorum, Violet Leaf Accord, Bourbon Vanilla, Cedarwood, and White Musk. So first of all, I want to mention the bottles of this collection are absolutely stunning. I do enjoy many of the My Way scents. Last year's release, the one with the iris, I didn't fall in love with. That was my least favorite release from the collection. I actually blind bought that one in a travel size form, and it ended up being my least favorite purchase of the year. So hopefully they redeem themselves, in my eyes at least, with this new Nectar version. Next up, we have a few affordable scents. Elizabeth Arden White Tea Eau Florale. It has some notes of pink freesia, muguet or muguet, pink orris, honeysuckle, and musk. So with the original white tea, I actually finished a bottle of it. I thought it was such a nice, fresh, simple white tea, citrusy, musky scent. I assume that this is going to be along the same lines as well. I also really like that the perfumes from this collection are affordable. Another affordable one here is from Calvin Klein. It's Eternity for Women Aromatic Essence. It has some notes of peony, blackcurrant, coconut water, lavender, and musk. I haven't really caught up with all of the flankers from this house. I am very familiar with the original Eternity from the 90s. It was like one of the most popular scents around at that time, but since then there have been so many flankers of this collection, the Eternity collection. But my favorite from the ones that I have tried is just the original CK Eternity for Women. Also, the men's Eternity was really popular in the 90s as well. But they kind of lost their popularity over the years, it seems like. But they are pumping out perfumes consistently. Now we have a scent from Carolina Herrera, Good Girl Blush Elixir. It has some notes of bergamot, mandarin, ylang absolute, rose, patchouli, and vanilla absolute. So this is a flanker of a flanker, if I'm not mistaken. They already have a Good Girl blush, and that one comes in the pink heel. And if I remember correctly, that one smells similar to Delina slash Angel Nova. But this is the Elixir version of Good Girl Blush. So maybe it's going to be just a stronger, more intense, a potent version of it. However, I have noticed a lot with perfumes and flankers when they add Le Parfum or Elixir or Absolute to the name. A lot of times they aren't actually more potent or more strong than the original, which is kind of backwards. Okay, so next we have Chloe Nomade Nuit de Egypt. It has some notes of Egyptian orange blossoms, myrrh, and vanilla. So this sounds really nice. I do really like the note of myrrh. It looks like it's going to be a smoky, floral vanilla scent, maybe powdery. But I don't own any Chloe Nomade scents. Although I do find them to be very beautiful scents, I just haven't really fallen in love head over heels with any of the collection, but I am looking forward to trying this one nonetheless. Another flanker from Hugo Boss, the scent for her Elixir. It has some notes of pink pepper, belladonna, and ambergris. So last year's flanker for her, if I remember right, it's called Magnetic, and I actually really enjoyed that scent. It didn't really get a lot of attention from what I can tell, but I remember it being just a nice, sweet, fruity, kind of red wine, earthy patchouli scent. So I really like that one a lot. I also really, really loved the one that smells like chocolate, and I finished a bottle of it maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, but unfortunately it's now discontinued. But anyways, back to the scent for her Elixir. It looks like it's going to be a nice fruity, floral, spicy scent. Hopefully I can get my nose on that one. Another one that I would like to get my nose on is from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, La Belle Paradise Garden. So I have heard that this one is a re-release of La Belle Fleur Terrible from 2022. Please don't quote me on that. That's just what I heard. I do own La Belle Fleur Terrible. I thought it was a beautiful scent. I love the bottle design. And actually, this new version, the La Belle Paradise Garden, it's pretty much the same bottle, the same color, the same design around the neck there. I'll have to take a closer look at that. But anyways, this new version, La Belle Paradise Garden, has some notes of blue lotus, heliotrope, vanilla, almond, ginger, iris, woody notes, ylang ylang, and bergamot. And this list of notes is actually longer than the list of notes that were released for the La Belle Fleur Terrible. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the exact same thing. Maybe they just reformulated it. I'm not sure, but I am very, very curious about this release. Next up, we have a scent that is unfortunately not available where I live in the Netherlands. It's from the House of Nest, and it's called Lychee Rose. It has some notes of rose absolute, lychee, pink champagne, and raspberry. And so this is going to be very difficult for me to test out. Unless I go back home to Canada, they have it at the Sephora, so hopefully I can find a sample of it while I'm here in the Netherlands. But the notes look really, really nice with the lychee and the pink champagne and the raspberry. It sounds like it's going to be smelling like you're sipping some fizzy, bubbly champagne that is flavored with lychee and raspberry. So that sounds really, really beautiful. There's a few scents from ESCADA. First one is Nectar de Costa Rica. It has some notes of mango, pineapple, orange blossom, jasmine, cedarwood, and musk. And the other one from ESCADA is BRISA Cubana, and it has lime, mint, and white ginger lily. So usually they just, as far as I know or have noticed, usually they just release one new scent per year. For the summertime, they're limited edition, but it looks like they're releasing 2 new perfumes this year. So I really like the scents from ESCADA. They are just very simple, straightforward, sweet, fruity, candy-like scents, really fresh, tropical, summery scents, easy to wear scents. So yeah, I'm curious why they changed things and released 2 this year, but yeah, I am looking forward to trying both of these out. Coming up, we have a new scent from Guerlain. It's called CHEVAL Blanc, and it has some notes of bergamot, fig, iris, sandalwood, and white musk. And so this one, I believe, is in collaboration with a spa in France, and I can't remember the name of the spa, but it's just a super fancy spa that I saw. I was just on the website and I was like, wow, that looks super fancy. Anyways, I'm not really sure if this will be available in stores. Maybe it will just be available at that certain spa. I don't know, but the notes sound really nice. And these ones, or this perfume, is actually in the same bottle design as the ones from the L'Art à la Métier collection. Okay, so the next one here is from the house of KILIAN. It's called Born to Be Unforgettable. Funny name, actually. But anyways, this one has some notes of cola, lime, cinnamon, cedarwood, and vanilla. And so this one I have heard, again, please don't quote me on this, I'm not 100% sure, but I have heard that this is also a re-release of a previous fragrance that they had, and it was called Boys Good. Sorry, there's like a super long name. I'll just write it here or here. But it was released some years ago in those black round, like cannonball shaped bottles, part of their more affordable collection. And I remember that one, and I reviewed that one actually, and I liked it on paper a lot. I did get that nice spicy cola scent, but on my skin it was just a complete disaster. So I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as Boys, or maybe they reformulated it. In any case, it has that cola note that I'm very interested in, and it's not a note or a chord that I see often in perfume. So I'm curious about this new release. Now, some niche perfumes, some more niche perfumes. From the House of Creed, we have Queen of Silk. There aren't a complete list of notes for this one, but it has some iris, florals, some woods, and also some tuberose, if I'm not mistaken. So this one looks like it's going to be a nice, rich bouquet of different flowers, something rich and opulent. Last year's release, Carmina, I really liked the opening of the scent, but as it dried down, I didn't like it so much on my skin. But this one, I'm curious about it. Hopefully I can try it out when I'm at the store. Next up, we have a scent from Frederic Malle, Synthetic Nature. It has some notes of basil, lily of the valley, jasmine, and patchouli. And so for this one, I have heard also that this is probably a re-release of another scent that was released a few years ago. Again, please don't quote me on that. But I have heard that this might be the same as Synthetic Jungle, which I have made a video on a long time ago, a few years ago, and I really liked that scent. I do have a nice little cute mini, or 2 minis of that scent, and it was just a very green, realistic scent that reminds of the jungle, that whole scenery with all of the vegetation and all that stuff. So why are they doing a lot of re-releases this year, it seems? Maybe just some reformulations? I'm not really sure. But in this list, there's like 3 re-releases, potentially, maybe, allegedly, to fragrances they already released. So maybe they are doing some small changes to the formula. maybe because of availability or because of the IFRA rules and all that stuff. But anyways, I still want to give this one a try, definitely. 3 new scents from the house of Jo Malone. Jo Malone Rose Blush Cologne. It has some notes of lychee, basil, rose, geranium, and white musk. Also, there's Rose and Magnolia Cologne. It has some notes of magnolia, black pepper, damask rose, rose de mai, patchouli, and moss. And the third one is Rose Amber Cologne. It has some notes of clove, pink pepper, ginger, rose absolute, patchouli, white musk, and amber. So of these 3 scents, I think the one that I'm looking forward to the most is the Rose Blush Cologne, mostly because of the lychee note. I really enjoy lychee scents. Actually, my favorite lychee scent I have here, it's Tutti Twilly, which is very overexposed. Tutti Twilly from Hermes. And this is a beautiful scent. I love the bottle design. I really enjoyed the collection, but this is my favorite from Twilly and my #1 favorite lychee scent. So yeah, back to Rose Blush Cologne. That is the one that I'm looking forward to the most of the 3 new ones from Jo Malone. And finally, we have a scent from Initio, Narcotic Delight. I love the name of that scent. It has some notes of pink pepper, black pepper, cherry, cognac, vanilla bean, and tobacco. So that sounds really nice, a nice sweet cherry tobacco scent. I think cherry has been a very popular scent for the past few years now. And yeah, I am looking forward to this one. I don't own any Initio scents yet. I don't even know if I have a favorite. Maybe the Rose, Atomic Rose. That was a really beautiful one. But yeah, this is the latest new release from the house. And so we are finally at the top 3 perfumes that I'm looking forward to the most out of all of these new ones here. In the 3rd spot, Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Coconut Breeze, and it has notes of salted coconut flesh, coconut shavings, green tea, karma floor, white amber, oak moss, and musk. And I really like the scents from the green tea collection. I recently got the original Elizabeth Arden green tea. It is one of my favorites from the ones that I have tried. It's just a nice, super fresh, clean, crisp green tea, green citrus, refreshing kind of scent. And this sounds really nice with a lot of coconut in it, coconut flesh and coconut shavings. So I do own quite a few coconut scents already, but coconut and green tea I don't own. So that is the 3rd one that I'm looking forward to the most. In 2nd spot, we have a new scent from Narciso Rodriguez. It's For Her Musk Nude. It has some notes of pink pepper, white jasmine, damask rose, musk, softwoods, patchouli, tonka bean, absolute. So I think with the house of Narciso Rodriguez, you can't really go wrong. I love most of the scents, to be honest. Last year's release, it was All of Me. That one I actually really liked. I think that a lot of people didn't enjoy that one for some reason, but me personally, I thought it was a really nice, clean scent, a clean, musky scent. But yeah, this one I'm definitely looking forward to for sure. And finally, my #1 scent here that I'm looking forward to is from the house of Victor and Rolf. It's Flowerbomb Tiger Lily. It has notes of coconut milk, tiger lily, jasmine, mango, and benzoin. So the notes in this one look really, really nice. The flower itself, tiger lily, is such a beautiful flower. It has like these spotted brown dots on them. It's so, so beautiful. And then paired with mango and coconut milk, it sounds like it's going to be a nice, sweet, tropical scent. There's also benzoin in here, adding even more sweetness. I think I'm in the mood right now for super duper sweet scents. This one looks like it's going to be a tropical version of Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb, which sounds absolutely delicious. So that's number one, the number one scent that I'm looking forward to the most. All right, guys, so that was the very long list of 22 new perfumes to be released in 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to let me know down in the comments which fragrances you're looking forward to the most, I would love to hear about that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.